Hello, and welcome on this Not So Bad Day. I'm your host, Anchor Dude, and this is Not So Bad News, the news network that wants you to know, hey, it's not so bad. Just wanted to say thank you for watching. We know you have a lot of choices when it comes to the news.
Mentally ill drug user.
Cars backed up for miles. Cryptocurrency scams.
It's awful.
We just don't know why you would watch anything else. First, we have reports that astronomers have recently been able to detect light from behind a black hole. The fact that light is still visible even behind a black hole proves Einstein's theory of general relativity, which describes how massive objects can actually warp the fabric of the universe, referred to as space-time. And now let's take a look at the weather. Hello friends, and welcome on this Not So Bad Day. I'm your host, Weather Dude. Today, it's a beautiful day. As always, we'll hop straight into it. I'll list the colors we're using at the bottom of the screen, in case you want to paint along too. Shout out Crayola. None of this would be possible without you. Other than happy little Fred here, pretty clear day. Most of the U.S. being protected by, we have a couple pressure systems that I'll show coming around, keeping the weather pretty nice. As you can see, it's a pretty not so bad day. Get out there and play. As always, dress for the weather you want, not the weather you have. More not so bad space stuff. Scientists are already planning a replacement for the iconic Arecibo Observatory. While it isn't quite to the blueprint stage yet, many groups are putting in ideas for what should replace this radio telescope and help lead future decades scientific discovery. Now for some not so bad commercials.
Once I hurt my knee trying to make a tackle that a lot of people thought I shouldn't have been trying to make. You've got to be ready to go all the way. That's just the way I am. I guess that's why I use Brute. I like the smell.
Brute by Fabergé. Brute goes all the way.
If you're not going to go all the way, man, why go at all?
Time for ocean stuff. A not-so-bad marine biologist, Cordoba, has been collecting and testing slimes and their ability to break down plastics. Plastic-munching microbes can be found in the hot springs at Yellowstone, remote islands in the Pacific, and plastic recycling facilities in Japan. The enzymes in these bacteria are able to break down common plastics and could be a not-so-bad solution to the plastic problem.
If we all do a little, we can do a lot.
Now, let's take a look at some not-so-bad sports. So we're still doing this? All right, whatever. I'm a sports dude. This is sports. LeBron James is still good at basketball. Tiger Woods plays golf. Soccer is still extremely boring to watch.
It's just people kicking a ball and pretending to be hurt. Who would watch that?
And bloopers. Up next, physicists have developed a way to levitate objects using only sound. Engineers in Japan are using acoustic levitation to pick up objects from reflective surfaces, and acoustic tweezers to move even larger particles. I'm not a physicist, but I remember doing this after school. Up next, we have some big changes for solar. Solar has been a very hot topic recently, and with the growing use of solar comes the growing need for the materials that make it. While crystalline silicone is the main material used in solar panels, it's not the only one that'll get the job done. Cadmium telluride is a much thinner solar film that makes up only 5% of the global solar market, but 40% of the US market. And with companies like First Solar and Toledo Solar investing in new facilities and research, this could alleviate the supply constraints or bottlenecking and lead to a bright future for solar. It's time for some more commercials.
I can put the wash on the line, feed the kids, get dressed, pass out the kisses, and get to work by 5 and 9. 'Cause I'm a woman, Angelie.
Charles of the Ritz creates Angelie, the new 8-hour perfume for the 24-hour woman.
I can bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, and never, never, never let you forget your romance. 'Cause I'm a woman, Angelie.
Up next, a swarm of drones is no match for a coyote. The US Army has announced its first air-to-air non-kinetic defeats using a Coyote Block 3 drone by Raytheon. The Coyote was able to engage and defeat a swarm of drones of varying size and complexity using a non-kinetic effector or jammer of some kind, similar to an EMP. This allowed the drones to be recovered and redeployed since they were disabled, not destroyed. I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. That's pretty cool. That does it for us at Not So Bad News. I'm your host, Anchor Dude, wishing you a not so bad day.